everybody, and welcome back to the iTunes Fanboy Podcast Season 2. Now, in case you are confused why there's Alpha DeWolf in this podcast, he is a new co-host, and if you want to know more about what's going on, please tune into the Season 1 finale. It's pretty urgent that you guys do, so that way you guys understand everything that's happening. And the Jewish hacker has started interrupting Tabbypears again, so...
You've been getting lots of storms, haven't you?
Yeah, he's trying to...
Let me check my Instagram to verify that it's safe.
Yeah, he's trying to... Yeah.
Alright, I actually have to reply to an Instagram comment. This is not from the Jewish hacker. On last Monday night, it said that my Apple Watch said that it would be sunny in 13 minutes on Monday night.
I've got to grab my work phone real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, I've been getting.
Well, not really my work phone, but my business phone, I guess.
Yeah, I've
had some. In terms of weather,
I've been storms every
mostly
day.
the mornings I've had like fog or rain and such, and that's because I'm very close to one of the Great Lakes. I've mentioned this before, but I live in the state of Michigan, meaning I am very close to a whole bunch of Great Lakes. So, because of that, oftentimes mornings are foggy.
Reporting the season 1 finale, it was
usually after the fog rises, it's a nice sunny day.
And his mom even came in.
Except if it's my birthday. Nope, then it decides to rain.
And I could hear it very well through.
Yeah, it's actually, it just stopped raining right now.
Alright.
That would be nice. That's not good. What were they using before?
Yeah.
It rains every
year on
my birthday too, though. Do you guys want to actually get interested and get into the news? By the news, I mean technic.
Why not?
Alright, so
okay, yeah.
internal tests of the iPhone 14s, the camera lenses are cracking very easily from coding quality issues, so they're...
Yeah, it would probably help if it was entirely sapphire instead of sapphire infused. I mean, it helps a little.
Hopefully this time it's going to be actual sapphire.
Yeah,
hopefully this time it's going to be actual sapphire because, you know, the last few years it hasn't been.
Glass.
What they're using before is sapphire infused, but it's not like pure sapphire. It's just infused with sapphire for slightly more drop resistance, but yeah, it still scratches at the same hardness.
Yeah, that could possibly explain it.
Yeah. What I will say is I have had the Sapphire Crystal Apple Watch Series 7 since December, and there is one tiny scratch on it, but that's it. I just started using a screen protector because I don't want to damage it, but it is definitely some sort of nice, very close to real or real sapphire.
Cherry rig everything.
It is the nicest Apple product I've owned in years.
And now, as we know,
I love this thing.
iPhone cameras are so big nowadays that you have to worry about protecting them too.
I don't like how everyone tries to do the durability
I will never use another camera protector.
I look at it and wow.
I mean, they've been doing it since the
if you specifically drop it, that's what happens. What about everyone else? I've mentioned this before.
They've been doing the sapphire thing since the 5, but I'm not sure. But yeah, they should just use normal glass. Nobody's really asking Apple to use sapphire, but
well, maybe Jerry rig everything is.
I can't stand that guy. I can't stand that guy.
I can't oftentimes either.
Like,
And we know what video.
For the most part, yeah.
And we all.
What I will say is what he does is more logical than a drop test because what his kind of philosophy is,
my Apple Watch,
rocks will scratch at X level and whatever else will scratch at whatever level. So if this
I'm not too sure how much you are aware
which
of this,
has something infused in it or is made out of X material will scratch it, then a rock will scratch it. Now, I understand that, but I've had plastic damaged screens because none of those tests make sense to me because if a small particle of a rock gets in between, the test, the whole phone can be ruined, which is why I always use a screen protector.
Mark that I've noticed. And yet, I'm constantly in an environment with a bunch of sharp aluminum chips, stainless steel chips. What's the worst I've been around? Like titanium or something? Yeah. Hey, we were all kids once upon a time. We've done stupid things.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff flying everywhere, right? Like there's stuff flying, and that could possibly So
you're talking about my age?
I'm a bit more rough on my watch because, I'm pretty sure I'm a good few years younger than you. So I've been doing stupid stuff, hiding with my friends.
If you want to
I
guess,
hid under a
text.
beanbag chair, and my watch went scraped direct across his hardwood floor. Don't ask me why I was hiding under a beanbag chair, because I was just trying to scare his friend.
Yeah. I actually do know Alpha DeWolf.
I was trying to scare his cousin, but...
I am within that range. Yes, I am.
His age, but I'm not sure he wants to tell you.
It's alright.
Yeah. So...
Yeah.
He's a little...
I can make a guess.
How old do you think he is?
I will guess... 17...
I'm trying to recall. Do you have the Series 5 or the SE?
I'll try to guess.
Oh, Series 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's going to be expensive.
Tabbypears is correct.
Assuming...
Alright. Well,
assuming my watch holds up in the shop and such, if I do something extraordinarily stupid with it, I'm already doing something extraordinarily stupid, taking it in a machine shop, of course, but
just
if it holds up just fine,
I go outside a lot.
I don't, and it's because the closest Apple store is
what? But
6 hours away in Minnesota.
Series 5.
I'm gonna upgrade to the Series 8, though. I might even get the Apple Watch Pro.
I could, and it has warranty, so... Some things are covered.
That's pretty cool. I'm probably not gonna upgrade. This year.
Yeah.
Unless it's a
big
battery increase or something.
Oh gosh.
I hope you have AppleCare on that. That's unfortunate. I mean, of course, you can send it in for repair still, but yeah.
Alpha has not had a great experience of sending in his Apple devices. And you would
I have not either because Apple has decided a lot of stupid things with my products. As you guys all know.
Yeah.
If there are any geniuses
you and Tabbypears could probably talk
at an Apple store, all the real geniuses are probably more in line with being behind the scenes, like somewhere in a back room doing all the stuff. While all of the other people out front that you typically see, they're just representatives. They don't know much stuff.
I don't think they're geniuses. I think they're below genius. I think they're, to be completely honest, idiots. I think they should call it the idiot bar.
Yeah, that's a funny name. Yeah, I even put as the title of the episode, Are They Really Geniuses?
There ain't no geniuses there. I actually, yeah, they're, you can actually.
Sucks for me. Sucks for me because my local Best Buy is now gone.
And,
My local Best Buy's gone. It used to be 2 hours away in Marquette.
Are just made, just put there to represent the company's
Michigan.
goals.
Barely
and people that are actually working on your devices don't represent the company's goals. And I think that's probably a good thing because they have more qualified people repairing the devices.
Unlike Best Buy with their Geek Squad.
If that makes sense. Yeah, that Geek Squad place is just, nah.
APR2K even.
Are you in a rural area?
Yeah.
But yeah, I live in such a rural area. Do you want to know where our closest Starbucks, for example, is? You want to know where that is?
I know a dude named Jacob Christian Mitchell. He lives in rural
2 hours away in Marquette.
I thought he lived in Indiana.
Nah, that's Mike.
Yeah, name another popular store.
Who's Mike?
Name another popular store. Let me see if I can figure out how far away that is.
Mike the hacker guy? Mike Probst?
No, he's
2 hours away in Marquette.
He's in Australia.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's some weird dude in Indiana. Where's that?
Oh, I know where you are, down to the city.
Starbucks
I was discovered by accident.
Is 20 to 25 minutes away. So it's a bit...
Nothing...
Okay, well, you're probably out... You're probably outside that city somewhere. Yeah.
Target. Mine is 30 minutes away in a city I'm obviously not mentioning because I've never mentioned I don't mention where I live publicly.
Yeah.
Alpha knows which state I'm in, but Tabbypears does not. That was actually the closest city.
I just found it funny how... I won't say anything, but I found it hilarious how once upon a time I just randomly guessed, you live in this state, maybe somewhere...
Yeah.
Wasn't the correct city, but it was still somewhere
Monkeysville.
Close.
Getting back on... Does Tabbypears want to take a guess at which state I live in again?
Oops, that's the wrong window.
Do you want me to say it out loud, or do you want me to put it in text?
I would rather put it in the text, please.
Alright.
Alpha, don't help Tabbypears.
Yeah.
I'm just in Upper Michigan. 2 hours outside of Marquette.
Wow, that is hugely wrong.
Somewhere either... I'm gonna guess.
That sucks.
Not really.
Yeah, it's in the.
Good guess,
it is
but,
in the. Yeah, it's in the southeast.
You said you live near several Apple stores.
Podcast.
All right.
I'm gonna guess somewhere close to the DC area.
Yeah, you're in the Midwest.
All I'll say is that I live near Elias, and Elias lives in Virginia. So you can make whatever inferences or any guesses you want with that.
My Wi-Fi is kicking out again. Hello, can anybody hear me? Did my audio... Did I just cut out? Hello?
Very, very close to the DC area. Yes, I am within
I can't see anyone or hear
driving
anyone.
Distance to the DC area.
He said that he was.
I can't see or hear anyone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
is the deal with my Wi-Fi?
I guess.
Come on.
Yeah, I guess. 2.
Don't tell me it's cropping out again.
Sorry about that.
What were we talking about? What were you interacting with?
Can you guys still hear me? Because
Alpha.
I can't hear you.
I can hear you. Gotta tell them that.
I'm gonna try leaving the call and see if that helps, because this is clearly not working.
We're having some technical difficulties, everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm back!
I think so.
Yes.
That was weird. So that bug appeared to be on just my end. Tabbypears, can you say something real quick? Alright, so everyone's back now. Oh, geez. I was wondering if my Wi-Fi crapped out, which is probably what happened.
Alright, buddy.
There's an alpha that left.
Yeah.
He joined again. He came back. Alright.
Yeah, what's up?
Alright, well, we've got some... We don't exactly have great... Tabbypears and I don't have great internet either, but... Oh, hey, there's a cat that you guys hardly ever see in my room. There's a cat that you guys don't really see who is in my room right now.
What's his name?
It's a she, and her name is Tuxie. She is 9 years old. She's a tuxedo cat. She was in the cat in the I've Got a Disease post that I posted. She's a... Yeah, so... I've got some more news, which is that all the iPhone 14 models are going to have 6 gigabytes of RAM. And the Pro, however, the technology that the Pro iPhones will use will be faster.
iPhones need 8 gigabytes or more of RAM because my Note 10 Plus from 3 years ago has 12 gigs.
Why would you need at least 8 gigabytes of RAM in an iPhone?
So my crap doesn't close out in the background like it always does, because, I mean, I'm going to open an app from 2 hours ago. Just restart the whole app. Now I'm going to go to my Safari, restart the entire app. Then I'm going to go to my Discord. One of the only things that was still in RAM. Then phone app, still in RAM.
Well, the funny thing is about... I mean...
YouTube, still in RAM.
Yeah, it's crazy how Androids, they do have the capability, but something that... iPhone's
the Note 10
having
Plus, I'm
not
going to
as
go to
much RAM.
something
I don't actually view it as big
3
of a
days
problem
ago.
because, yes,
that restarted,
sure,
but,
older apps like
my
things
battery
that I haven't used
still open
since
in
yesterday,
RAM from
they do close
Friday
out, but the thing is they reload
night,
so fast, I'm just not bothered.
Today is Friday. No, Thursday morning, actually. So.
Wow.
And I can go to, like, YouTube Studio and Play Store and stuff, and that's still going to be open.
That's crazy.
I guess
my issue is though,
I don't deal
a
with
lot
all
of the
these
times
issues
they'll reload
and
and it's just going to give me issues. Like, it'll start glitching out and stuff, and that's one of the reasons that I actually absolutely hate using iPhones, and I would rather use, a BlackBerry, is because I was going to the voicemail.
What do you do on your phone all the time?
And it just straight up crashed for no reason.
It down?
And I am sure it wouldn't have crashed if it had more RAM. Just because things would have stayed in the background and things wouldn't have had to restart. And I've had, apps just close for no reason on me. It's just so annoying.
I don't deal with that either. But
I'm just a very heavy user, unfortunately.
Yeah,
and I hate using my phone.
My typical heavy usage is just camera and such.
I have an eBay shop. I have a lot of texts and calls coming in at once. I have to, deal with some stuff with family, and I have, social media apps, and I have a lot of usage that I just put on it, over time, because whenever I'm
using
not near my computer,
it's just something that I find a little confusing that I need an explanation for. Is there a particular reason why you guys refuse to update to newer versions of iOS? Because
I mainly just use my phone as a camera to check the weather, because I don't like, because the iPad doesn't have a weather app, and I'm not updating to iPadOS 16, and and of course, and as an alarm. That's literally it.
Yeah. No, I update.
Yeah.
So, I update my stuff regularly. Unless it's like a beta version, I update my stuff regularly. Because I don't care about collectability or whatever on my new devices. I'd rather just have something that works. But on older devices, I'll keep it on.
It's just the thing I don't understand is, I don't primarily. How do people value the older versions when they're not as great as the newer software?
It already works, and so I don't really
software,
want to deal with
unless it's Windows, software is supposed to improve over time. Am I right? So because of that, every new version of iOS that usually gets better. This is why I'm confused.
Available for these newer iOS devices. It's hard to say how many more downgrades are going to be available.
Yeah.
As in case you. I also. Yeah.
Nah. Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Let me say this. Back in 2016, 2017, I had pretty much no issues. But now, it's because they keep adding this dumb crap. Like, I'm gonna go on my iPhone real quick. Okay? I look at the lock screen. We have these new notifications from iOS 15. I'm gonna unlock it. We see the new widgets, which are stupid. They're just bogging down the phone. I'm gonna swipe to the far right, and we see the stupid app library, which, just put all your unused apps into a folder. Then we go to the left, and we see more widgets. And you can disable this, but it's still in the software. And then if I go into settings, there's just so much stuff that makes no sense. There's so much, just random stuff. And then if we go, Control Center, we get the new home features, which it's just all this crap bogging down. But back in iOS, 9, 10, 11, we didn't have all this useless stuff that nobody really needs.
Which version?
Yeah, I now know. Yeah, we have Core. That's that's another good reason why I don't update. And however, I do still tend to update my iPhones because, unlike with iPads, I'm usually not the first person to own my iPhones.
Yeah, well, iOS 15.3.1 was one of the longest iOS versions, and it was horrible. It actually made me switch to Android because of how many issues I had with that OS. I had issues relating to the general stability. I had issues relating to audio. I had issues relating to the camera. And in the end, I went and I bought a Galaxy S21. And then whenever 15.4 came out, I got my 13 Pro replaced by Apple. And I started using it again. And I should have never sold that phone off. I really miss my blue 13 Pro. It was the best iPhone I ever owned.
Yeah. Alright, so now in terms of more Apple news that we have to get through before we go to the main topic, the big topic at the end that I know everybody wants to talk about so badly.
I'm not one of those people who changes my wallpaper frequently. I mean, you saw that tweet. I made that announcement after 5 years of using the same wallpaper. I finally changed it.
Features that also brought back a retro wallpaper, which is the iPhone 6s clownfish wallpaper. What do you guys think of that?
Cool, I guess. I mean, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I change my wallpapers more frequently, but that's just me. And getting back to the previous topic, people updating. I actually find that most tech people do actually update. Because there's Apple Gecko doesn't really update, and Psych doesn't really update.
I have a problem with getting rid of stuff.
The Apple Gecko guy, he's
for the life of me.
Hardcore collector. He just drops $100,000+ on his stuff. But yeah, I don't see a point in dropping more than I don't collect anymore. I have some pieces, but whatever I've had since 2020 and pretty much whatever I've had since 2018 or 2020, I will keep. Whatever I had in 2019, 2021, 2022, if I don't want it, I'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, I don't.
I have a lot more stuff than I need.
Yeah, I don't really spend a lot of stuff on collector's items.
I'm not one person who's willing to spend
what did I spend on my black book?
Stuff.
All the stuff I have came from recycling bins.
No, 55 after tax.
Yeah.
So yeah, about
I don't
$40.
Go bin diving because the guards tend to get me in trouble, and also
Michigan's only 6%.
And also, of course, Target, which is one of the few places that allows it. My closest Target is 30 minutes away from me.
Believe me.
If that's convenient.
I guess.
Not.
I mean, I honestly been
$40.
Yeah, it's just what irks me is what they spend their money on. Or let me rephrase that. What irks me is just what the government spends our money on.
Tax.
Yeah, sales tax, in my opinion, is a scam.
Oh, mine's actually higher
sales
than
tax. I think sales tax is a complete scam.
Yeah, I actually don't think sales tax is a complete scam because as long as there aren't other taxes, I see it as a great opportunity because it's a great way for the government to get more money without having to do things like state income tax.
Yeah, my state still has state income tax.
Yeah.
Yeah, the education that public schools are providing as well, it's garbage.
Yeah, I mean,
I left public school for homeschooling.
I think that you shouldn't be obligated to pay for anything unless it's going to benefit you.
Especially in like the history and government classes.
You pay for.
They're pushing heavy politics.
To be completely honest here,
I'm like, sorry?
Half of the stuff
this is not acceptable.
That the government provides is stuff that I would never need. Public schooling, don't go to it. I'm homeschooled pretty much.
I'm going back to public school, but that's only because I have to.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, like it's way
1 minute.
Yeah, it's literally political. They're making it all political, and I don't care which side people are biased towards. Yeah, and here's the thing. I don't care which side. I don't care which side you're on. Political talk should not be a thing
like that
with,
ever since 6th grade.
5 through whatever year olds. It's not political education, it's political influence, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's not just that either, but it's that, funny enough, last year, none of my curriculum for the first semester discussed any political nonsense. But then in the second semester, it discussed in reading and science class a lot climate change.
Oh, God.
And yet literally, they mentioned it like once in 6th grade, but before that, climate change was never mentioned in school.
I've had to deal with that a lot. I've had to deal with.
We're even squeezing in politics in this podcast right now.
Whatever.
Why does everything have to be this way?
They mentioned saving the planet, but they never mentioned climate change. So that just goes to show you, it's pretty much BS. And what's worse is that was the winter that Alpha DeWolf got a lot of winter weather. It snowed like 6 times where I am.
Yeah.
I have to vote on Tuesday.
I hate how everything has to be political now.
Even... Yeah.
At least we're not directly saying we support X politician.
That's so true.
I'm actually, spoiler alert,
I'm
the D brand company.
They video explaining some things that I hate about Apple.
And do that
one of those things is they've gotten too political.
Pretty much
to the point where it's
they put political ads on their products. I'll just say it straight up.
And it's and at least we aren't, and at least we but at least on this podcast, at least we admit that it's biased news. And at least we also do admit that, and it's also just because tech companies are political.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, iOS 16. Yeah, exactly.
I paid for TV Plus.
I'm gonna say this. I don't care what sexuality or anything. I'm just saying Apple shouldn't really be promoting
I enjoy TV Plus.
Pride stuff because it could be taken in a very political direction, and that is not the direction that a business should be taking. I don't care what people are, but it really doesn't belong in software.
It's already a mess of what they're trying to get themselves into at the moment.
I think Apple is probably going.
I don't know if they're trying to look good in society when in reality it's only looking good to a specific group.
I don't think they're going to go bankrupt. I don't think they're going to go bankrupt, but the world is. Apple is just going in the world's new direction, so you can't really blame Apple that much, but it's still annoying to people like me that just don't want to deal with this stuff.
Yeah.
It's just another political company. That's that's my thought.
And there's many more examples of how my school curriculum is political. For example, my science curriculum said that you should watch the news. And even when I was going to school registration, first of all,
that's a great way to put it, to be honest.
What is that about?
And something that I like to put eventually I'm going to hire for expanding
I don't think that anybody's trying to disrespect.
Something I'm going to do is on the contract.
Of course, I don't think racism is. I don't care about your color. Right at all. I just don't think that some people should be diverse just for the sake of being diverse. You know, hire whoever's capable.
Can you just do the job
hire whoever's the best fit, not because they're X or A. You know, just hire whoever fits the needs, not whoever is. You know what I mean? Whatever the company's going for.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Don't say any, don't make it political. Don't say any words that society says you can say. Don't, just say what's correct. Say what's acceptable.
Yeah.
And take politics, throw it out the window. Just do what the company, your YouTube channel thinks is best. And
it drives me nuts how so many people like to just associate labels for the stupidest things. To a point,
it's an opinion-based channel.
Oh, you're a white person, you're a black person. So what?
It's
what
not
does
really,
that matter? It's just a label.
A fact of, how should I say this? It's not a fact of whose opinion it is. It's your channel, so it should be your opinion.
Exactly. Just like with my tech company, I'll only hire people who just want to do the job.
People who know how to do the job, not because they are this or they are that, just whoever knows how to do the job the best. And eventually, yep. To be honest.
Basic way I like to put it. Basic way, I'm just going to say this on the record right now.
A lot of these companies
I don't care about skin
because
color.
Their color
it means
are going to make a lot of these other people turn racist because they're going to think
I just see you as a person just like I see everyone else as a person.
Since this person can't do his job,
one of my best friends, for crying out loud, is not the same skin color as I am.
Do I care? Which is incorrect.
No, it means absolutely
it's not
nothing
correct,
to me.
But people are going to think that. And it's just hard to battle.
Skin color is irrelevant.
But, walk into any Apple store and you'll see pretty much that happening.
Yikes.
Precisely.
If we ripped off all our skin, we'd all look...
It means nothing unless you make it mean something.
More
same
audio
here.
issues.
Same
time
here.
It's not even me.
My two best friends are not the same race as me.
Dear.
They're completely different. And I still get along with him, even if he's slightly racist.
As soon as I get involved, Windows is going to start acting up.
Yeah, even if my friend's slightly racist towards me, that's fine.
Oh my goodness.
What did you say, Tabbypears?
Even though my friend's slightly racist towards me in a lot of different scenarios, that's fine. It's just funny to see how he goes off on his little rants.
Uh-oh.
And then he says, "No offense to you, bro."
Yeah.
Yo, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something.
I'm currently checking the...
Tabbypears is on Windows.
Hasn't said anything just yet.
And yet, I want to move on to...
There we go.
I want to focus on the next bit of news, but I have to... Tabbypears.
That part must have cut out.
Where are you?
Because I did not hear that.
Tabby Cat.
Oh yeah, let's get away from this whole stuff and get back on topic. Oh jeez.
Yo, what's up? I'm back. Yo, I'm back.
I'm gonna ask him where he is.
Oh yeah,
What's happening?
So. Yeah, Series 7 always gets replaced by the next gen.
Yo.
There's a new SE coming, and
hi.
God, that Series 3 is going.
Yeah, I said I was going to be right back.
Why do they still sell it?
Oh, my bad, dog.
Alright, well, we've got...
No! No, it's not!
The fourth bit of news being that...
that the all Apple Watches came out, it's no longer a bargain.
In September.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
The series. Yes.
You know, I actually never minded the S3 because for $200 that's a bargain.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be.
Until
the only way I can say it's not is just
it didn't
design,
get
but that's
WatchOS,
subjective.
whatever. Because before it's like, you know,
WatchOS 9.
The only thing I do have a problem with is the Series 3 being so old. It should. You see, I don't like using anything older than 2 generations out of date. And that's what's annoying me.
Oh, thank God.
So many people are saying
that would feel so
the iPhone 11 is
uncomfortable.
better than the 13. Like, no. By definition, the iPhone 13 is better. It's, in every single way, it is better.
Oh, yeah. I've never gotten on board with the square design,
camera design and the stupid rounded up
before the Series 7 was actually announced by Apple themselves.
Yeah,
like,
I hate
all
that
right,
too.
Well, there goes my chance to get a good-looking Apple Watch. Because at the time I was still thinking of getting the blue Series 6 because
going to have a new, but not square design.
Blue, except the Series 7 blue is actually better. Anywho,
good.
Which,
yeah, so I thought, okay, goodbye,
on this podcast,
nice Apple Watch, and then all of a sudden they released the Series 7, I'm like,
battery life.
Oh, this is great! Oh, I am so happy they did not give it flat edges.
It was a really nice color. You know, I think they actually did that on a whim. Yeah.
I do think that Apple should maybe start prioritizing Apple Watch battery life more than iPhone. They should stop prioritizing iPhone
probably is
because
let me repeat this.
People wear their Apple Watches all the time.
I mean, I don't know
Let me repeat this. iPhones don't need any better or any longer battery than the iPhone 10 and 10s. Those were the,
actually, I can argue that the watch doesn't need
the 10 and the 10s had the just right
I don't
battery.
understand
Those
why people are complaining about its battery life because
they
mine, I'll go 2 days with it just fine.
Capacity, and there's no issues with those batteries.
Tabbypears, you're cutting out again.
I'm pretty sure that might be on your guys' end.
Well, yeah, but compared to the Series 7, I mean, does it really need a battery life extension?
At least there's no issues.
The reason why your Series 5 isn't exactly the best is because, well, it's an older watch.
I hate that phone.
Sleep tracking will still only bring it to, like, it'll still go 24 hours. And it's just like a quick, 8-minute charge or something?
Hey, Alpha, do you like the iPhone XS?
On a daily basis as Series 5, which the Series 5
Alpha,
is not
don't respond if you hate the iPhone
life.
XS. Oh, cool. I hate it too. Sleep tracking. Sleep tracking.
It was never great.
But the thing is with me, like I have these, I pretty much go to bed really late,
what is she doing with her watch?
So 50% isn't enough for me to get by the day.
The Series 7 is my first Apple
Watch. If I charge it up 8
know.
minutes before I go to bed, it'll get me to like 70. Then that'll drain 30% overnight, and then I'll be left with like 5-10% when I go to bed. And with battery degradation, that will be in a few years, a few months probably.
Yeah, but my Series 5's battery life was never great to begin with, which is my My mom
It
upgraded to
was
the
good
Series
when it
6, but
came
now the
out.
Series 6's battery life is turning into a lemon too.
I never had
It
the
was
Series
good.
5 or
Seriously, it
6.
was good when it came out. It was fine a year later, even
My
though
mom
there
is
was the
just
new
using it
Series
for
4 with
what?
the slightly bigger
She
display and
she
thinner
doesn't
bezels and
even.
such.
Yeah,
But basically, once the Series 5 came
my
out,
mom still thinks the
I'm
Series 3 is
sorry.
the best
Series
Apple
5
Watch
and...
ever made because
Wait,
it
when did
has
the
the
SE
best
come out? Did the
battery
SE come
life.
What do you
alongside
mean?
Series 5 or Series
Series 7
6?
battery's just fine.
Yeah, my
Oh,
mom thinks
okay.
the Series
So,
3 is the best
whenever
Apple
the
Watch
SE
ever
came out,
made.
I
whenever
mean, it
the
was a good
SE
Apple
came
Watch for
out,
its
that's when
time,
the
but
Series 3 officially
Series
became
7 is definitely
irrelevant.
the
Like,
best because
it's
they're the
not worth
fastest.
saving $80.
Uh,
The SE and the Series 6, no, 6, SE came out in late 2020. I had it actually. Not a good watch in my opinion.
Yeah, it seems like you've had a pretty bad history with used stuff.
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah,
if you had it
my mom.
already, then you know, like if you had a Series 3 and you just didn't want
You
to
know
upgrade,
what's
it would be
even
fine.
You know what's even worse? My mom got the Apple Watch Series 3 used in January 2019.
I hate used products.
She didn't even have it brand new.
I hate used products.
Me too.
Absolutely hate used stuff.
Yeah, I collect used products, but I don't like
Well, if
using
I'm
them as my
maining
main
anything
driver.
used as my main device, no. Can't stand buying used stuff. Just no.
Not
Yeah.
And Meowtech, Ayala's from Meowtech said that if people were a little more aware of used tech scams, then maybe people would buy it more. But
No. He's
that
he's an advocate for used stuff. He has two 13 Pros, but he went out and bought a used iPhone 11
yeah,
because
like
the
he has
design
a
is better. It's like why? Like who cares? He spent 500 no, more like
Yeah, I've actually
$700 fixing
got
up
an
this iPhone
interesting
11
thing coming up
for
with that too.
it's like why?
I,
Like why? You
I've
have
I'm
two 13
yeah.
Pros, a 13 mini, but you still use this old outdated, iPhone 11. It's like seriously, dude.
And and what's even worse is that it came on iOS 13, but he updated it to 15.
Man, it's so annoying. And man,
Yeah,
it I don't
yeah.
understand it.
If Yalis is watching this,
oh
maybe you
great.
should stop advocating
Is
for
that
used
your reminder
stuff
towards me?
Oh,
because
don't say that to
Yalis
him.
does
He will get
watch this
mad.
podcast.
I'm
One
trying.
night
It's that
he
writer's
went crazy on me
block.
one night because I told him his phone is used garbage. He went crazy. He wrote me a book pretty much in my text messages. And I was like, "Dude, why are you writing me books and crap? Writing me your life story or life essay." I'm like, "Man,
He could, but well, maybe excuse me. Maybe he wants to be an author when he grows up,
I mean, it's a really cool job.
or
It's a really
in
cool
the
job."
future.
What I will say though is I am
What might that be?
Yeah, finish up your book, Alpha. I, I actually used to write. I actually have a bunch of books that I wrote back in 2017, 2018 that I never published.
I don't think Samsung will get as far as
I would not be a
you
good
might be
book
thinking.
writer.
I mean, they might have a slight improvement, but I mean,
No, I don't really like writing
Samsung knows how
books.
to screw a few things up,
Yeah.
like their lack of
All
being
right, so
original
now I've
and
got some news
getting rid of
for some
features
more
that
unfortunate news.
differentiated them
There
from.
was an Apple chip expert inside of Apple. I don't know. He departed Apple
Oh,
to
that's
go to
not happening.
Samsung.
Well, if Samsung goes bankrupt, then
He's
we
going
are
to be
screwed
working for
as
the
iPhone
enemy
users because
now.
guess who supplies the majority of the panels for iPhones? Yeah. If Samsung goes bankrupt, then all phone manufacturers are in trouble because that basically leaves us with LG Display, possibly BOE if they can ever get their act together. But
They
still,
made fun of Apple for a
Yep.
like the Samsung is just Samsung is going to go bankrupt soon.
Well, they're screwing up their end at least, which is why I left.
Everything pretty much. Samsung and LG.
But I don't think that'll be happening anytime soon.
Exactly.
What do they not have? It's like they're literally their own nation at this point.
So in a way, Samsung is screwing up the whole entire smartphone industry.
They're practically their own nation at this point, governed by their 3 CEOs.
Bankruptcy. Yeah. I mean, Samsung does have their own amusement park. And
Samsung's not doomed, but I don't think they'll get very far with their latest hire.
Yeah. Oh, they make military equipment so much that they can even create their own army if they want to.
I've kind of been wondering where it's been because, I mean, once the March event was done, like, oh, Mac Pro must be around the corner, and I mean, they gotta complete their 2-year transition, otherwise, well,
all right,
I guess we have another, our team knows how to make this moment with AirPower.
All right, so I've got some more Apple news.
Okay, maybe it won't be that big of a moment, but still.
Silicon Mac Pro almost
it wasn't their brightest moment.
DC22, but didn't release it.
Yeah, I still don't have that much faith in the Mac Pro.
Oh, jeez. Something about a cat purring just makes me nervous. I don't know why. Yeah, that's a funny thing. Two people on this episode right now are cat people. I'm more of a canine person.
Yeah, maybe. I
don't hate cats, but I do feel uncomfortable around them, even though, like, they're purring. I know it's a cat that's happy.
Milo's purring.
It's just, I'm so used to dogs, if I hear a similar sound to that, usually means they're not happy. So I keep associating that as the cat's not happy, even though it's not true.
Well, get used to it, because you're probably going to hear my cats purring, too.
Yeah.
Do you, hate cats, or what?
Well, not just my sister, but my mom as well, so...
Yeah, you just
and
you're just not homies with the big cats. You know what I'm saying? You don't like rapping with cats.
Alpha's sister is also allergic, so Alpha can't have any cats.
Anyway, yeah, Mac Pro.
Yeah. Milo sure is a complainy cat.
Yeah, he makes a lot of noise.
He reminds me of my grandmother's late cat, Callie.
Yeah. I actually had a different theory.
He's soft. He's also massive. This is one of the biggest cats there is, I think.
Callie was very soft, too.
Do you have any Maine Coons?
Yeah, I have a different theory on how they're potentially going to name this, and I know it's not in the leaks and rumors, so take this with a huge grain of salt, perhaps a 5-gallon bucket.
Is coming. 2 configurations will be available.
I actually think because
variant, which is stupid because the
due to the March event, the M1 Ultra is supposed to be the last chip in
the M2 Extreme.
I guess the
M1
M2
family,
Ultra
for
does
example.
Make sense.
But there's not a single
because you could get
Apple Silicon chip that's
Mac Pro.
Probably supposed to be to the level of the Mac Pro. So I'm thinking, maybe they might potentially use a different letter instead of M. Potentially, I mean, like X1 or something. Well, in a sense, they're kind of doing that right now with M1 Ultra, but, well, I guess they're using slightly different technologies.
Wait, what if... I have another theory. What if... what if they...
That's Tyler's
Wait, what if
theory.
they
Second reason why I don't like cats.
Alternatively, they could actually do like they did in the old Mac Pros and have dual CPUs.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but like actual like two,
have dual
not just like an expanded chip die or whatever it's called, but like physically two CPUs. Ah, why you biting me, yo?
Oh god!
Mike,
thank God I don't have my dogs.
Some of my cats
what chaos could they possibly cause?
Oh
jeez.
Yo, quit biting me, G. He's walking all over the place.
And yet none of my cats are interested. There's Frankie and Stormy are the only ones in the room right now, and they're sleeping.
This cat's angry. He's angry.
Alright, so getting back on point to the next Mac, to the Apple news, the M2 and M2 Pro Mac Minis, or the new Mac late 2022 Mac Minis,
I'd love to see more
are going to keep the same design as the previous one. And no, not the previous one, but
I guess
keep the same
for the
design.
most part, it's a good design because it fits in all the made rack mount hardware.
Yeah, that's true, because I've only seen two Mac Minis in person ever.
What can they really
One was
do
at a
with
music
the Mac Mini without making an external power supply?
My local university.
Like I guess they could make it glass, but that wouldn't work out. They could make it more colors,
they're both
but
being used for business
when
applications.
most of these
Whenever I go to
really
home with a desktop Mac, it's
they're not really purchased for home use though.
Me too.
Most people purchase them because they have a use for it. Like, I've never just seen a Mac Mini sitting in someone's home. It's always an iMac or, a MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro 16-inch. Yeah, and that's obviously professional use. Yeah, those are... Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what to do for my desktop setup because
I've never actually
ever since they basically got rid of the higher end iMac options for those who want an all-in-one that's high performant with a big display, I've basically been screwed. And then they don't have a higher end version of the Mac Mini, so I can't even use that for my music set.
I'll probably buy a couple,
what am I supposed to do?
For my collection. Well, I won't buy them all at once.
God forbid that.
I plan on getting the original Mac Mini, which is actually quite expensive.
Oh my gosh. The sad part is, before this year ends, I'm actually getting a Windows laptop. Because my job. My problem is, I can't explain too much because of business stuff, but the problem is me and my coworker are sharing a computer.
Maybe switch to Windows?
It's a desktop computer, and it is not convenient when we both need to access the computer at the same time.
No, Windows 10.
So,
Windows 8.
Because supposedly a family tradition that my grandpa has been starting, started it off with my only older cousin. He's going to get us all laptops for either future jobs or college and stuff like that. So I'm next in line. And so because of that, we're working together to getting me a Dell XPS. 17, of course, because you go big or you go home in terms of screen size. I can't go small display. I just can't. Really? Your laptop didn't come with the dongle? Oh, okay, that might explain it.
I have the Dell XPS 15-inch. It's actually really nice. It's the best Windows laptop.
I've heard good things. And it has USB-C, but it comes with a dongle.
Mine didn't.
Yeah, my boss uses an XPS for work, and his came with a dongle.
The electrical outlet did an unboxing on his channel back in 2020.
I didn't buy mine brand new. I bought an open box.
They used to come with a dongle like back in 2020 because the electrical outlet, which you should
my dad got an XPS for work, and that came with a dongle as well.
He did unboxing back in. He recorded it in 2020. He didn't post it until 2021.
That was so funny.
Of a Dell XPS 17 and
my dad, he's Dell everything.
And I think Psych did an unboxing just recently.
Tablets, but in terms of laptops and desktops, he's Dell everything.
And I think Psych also did an unboxing recently.
I still can't believe I forgot there was a headphone jack on the side of his laptop.
15, and his came with a dongle too.
Milo.
I've actually got. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I have to get a Windows laptop at some point, and I'm not excited for it, but hey, I still got my 16-inch MacBook Pro, so I'm happy. Yeah, slight problem with that.
Yeah,
I'm literally the only Mac user at my job.
My aunt uses one for work too,
particular piece
17 one, and it's quite a challenge to turn
and
off.
A particular piece of software that we are looking to upgrade to, well, even our current one that we're using isn't even supported. All of our CAD software is not available for Mac.
Why?
I need to use CAD.
No. Why don't you just tell your boss to switch to Macs, or I'll start a Mac strike, and get all your coworkers on board? Like, do a walkout.
Yeah, I'm not that. That and the last detail.
At least you don't have the 14-inch.
Hates Apple.
14-inch
is
horrible.
Anti-Apple. He's basically anti-Apple everything. If I quit, then I cannot pay the bills in my car. I cannot pay my phone bills. I cannot get new products to.
Maybe you could.
Because
maybe you could include something like.
How are you guys getting all of these expensive products? I mean, sure, you're doing chores and such, but Tabbypears, how are you getting all of these very expensive, brand new products at once? And yet you say you don't have a job. How are you doing this? This boggles my mind.
Tell your boss that. All right, tell your boss that you're going to quit if he doesn't switch to Apple for all of his work. Threaten to quit so.
It's absolutely crazy because I just keep wondering. You keep talking 16-inch MacBook Pro, Dell XPS 15. I think these are not cheap products. I mean, I keep wondering how the heck are you getting your hands on these?
eBay.
He just keeps buying and selling stuff.
Buy, repair, sell. That's why I have so much experience with used devices. Or
for me, I have to pay every single penny
and then resell. Well,
I don't get any funding.
Then resell. That is literally how I do all this.
I don't even get those anymore.
Yeah.
Because we are a very independent family. Where literally the individuals inside the family are independent from one another. I
wondered that for so many months on his channel. I even asked him, how do you get all these products?
Yeah, and
Oh, my parents are still together.
I actually asked him that.
That's what you were thinking. No, my parents are still together. It's just we don't do a lot of family activities together anymore.
Unless I get him his birthday or Christmas.
Because we're all too busy doing one thing. My mom's a stay-at-home mom. My dad's always at work working
you should
way
tell
too many
your family
overtime hours. If I'm
why
honest.
not?
I'm always off at my job or doing YouTube or mowing lawns and such. The problem is our family works too hard to the point where
what happened?
We're too exhausted to do fun things together. So yeah, there's that. But no, if I want something, I gotta pay for it. That's how it works in this family.
My dad works too much too.
Well, have fun with that, as I'm going to update to iOS 16 whenever the official version comes out, not the betas and such.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. But now let's move on to the last piece.
I'm just going to do it whenever I get my 13 Pro Max.
News, which is that what is everything taking in the my iOS package so long? Jailbreak is now finally working.
I am not getting the 14. I am not getting that hideous design that they came up with for the camera.
They already came up with the
hideous design on the back. Now they had to put it on the front. I am not getting
unless I buy
any
an
14.
iPhone 14, then I'll have to upgrade my phone.
No, it is not.
If I'm going to be buying
it shows
Series 8
wasted
Pro.
opportunity.
Wait a minute! No!
It's wasted opportunity.
You can order. You're not.
This is my problem with punch hole cameras in general.
You're going to get
this
the
is why I love the
Notch.
notch. With a punch hole camera, there is
You're
screen
going to get it. You are going
between
to
the top bezel and the camera. That shows that there is room to shove that camera further away from the middle of the phone while your content is. That is my point.
The eye hole is awesome. And if you don't...
It's geeked out.
Tabbypears.
It's geeked out.
It's pointless. There's literally nothing to put there, and it just means the camera is ever more closer to the middle of your phone where all the content is. This is why I hate punch hole cameras. With a notch, it's already connected to the top bezel, meaning you cannot shove it further up. So that's understandable. With a punch hole, there is literally wasted opportunity to shove it further away from the middle of the phone.
A bunch of space in between the camera and the screen. What are you going to put up there? Literally nothing. Just make it... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're stupid. Makes no sense.
Yeah. Well, I actually like them, but... I actually like the eye hole personally, because, if you think about it, it's in the shape of an eye, and it is an iPhone.
When it comes to new product categories,
Apple doesn't use eye branding, though.
So,
and also, what about
Apple doesn't use eye branding?
There is that point, too. They've really been shifting a lot of their branding focus towards Apple and not eye,
they made a new
it used to be in the
product
Steve
or
Jobs
service
era.
with the name starting with I. It was 2010 with the
that's also kind
iPad.
of in part because
and look,
they
Apple
couldn't
Watch,
get the eye
Apple
trademark.
Pencil, Apple AirPods, Apple AirTag.
But still, seeing that asymmetrical, I'm already mad that the camera design on basically 11 and up is asymmetrical. And now I'm seeing this on the front. I'm serious. It reminds me of that entire time. When the 11s came out, everyone's excuse for tolerating the terrible camera design on the back was, you never look at the back of your phone anyways. What's the excuse on the front of the phone? Oh,
I don't
you
like
never look
it.
at the front of your phone anyways.
Yeah. I hate it too.
Oh, I don't need that. When did AK come out? Yeah, when it comes to, yeah, I mean, Taylosive Tech has mentioned this a lot too, and I really have to side with him. There's this cool thing called the law of diminishing returns, and when it comes to
Alpha. There's
when it
some
comes to
other new features
TVs,
of
that's a
14
different
that you
story.
need. Pro.
Giant
Hey,
TVs
like
or
8K video.
jumbotrons and such.
Makes no
Okay, there's
sense.
a
8K
difference with
video.
that. But when it comes to our
What I
standard,
like
like
is that
55, 65-inch
But
TVs
what about in
even,
the future when 8K
8K
video
honestly
becomes
doesn't make
what's
more
the
that big of a difference.
difference?
We've
feasible?
reached the point where
You can't. Yeah, you can't
we've
see a
reached the
difference
law of
between
diminishing returns.
8K and 4K.
It's not proving to add much more value to extend past even 4K. I mean, not even the majority of the industry or not majority of consumers have even upgraded to 4K everything yet. Like most consumers are still buying 1080p monitors. Maybe they'll spend the extra money for a 4K TV, but most of the time, most consumers haven't even upgraded to 4K yet. And it's because we have, in terms of video resolution or resolution in general, we've reached the law of diminishing returns at this point. Satellite connectivity, that is true. That is something that I do like to advocate for, but because I need that telephoto.
Yep.
I need that telephoto lens.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, with quantum
That's
computing
true.
coming out, it may make a difference. And also,
Yeah,
you live in a rural area where there isn't a lot of cell service. You need that satellite connectivity.
so true. I
I
call people
but
all the time, and nobody ever
And
answers the
what?
phone.
Why not just
Why?
buy the 14 Max
God.
and so that way you can still have the nice notch and not the eye hole.
here's the thing though. Here's the thing though.
I hate
The
texting. I always call
what's it
people,
called?
and no
The
one ever answers.
satellite connectivity. It's not going to give us data, right? It's just going to give us calls, right? So it's like if you're going to
Yeah,
make a
but
nobody
no, it won't even
nobody
give
answers
calls. It'll
calls.
just
Nobody answers
give
calls. I'm going to
text.
say that.
I do agree on tactile keyboards being better, but
It's annoying because I try calling someone. They text me, "I can't call. What's wrong?" And I'm like, dude, just answer
I
the
like
call.
having
You know, I
tactile
don't want to
keys,
text out. You
but
know,
I'll only
I don't
accept
want
it
to
on
spend
like
5 minutes.
MacBooks and such.
I don't.
All right.
I don't want to spend 5 minutes. I don't want to spend
I
5 minutes
prefer
typing out
texting.
something that would have took me 20 seconds to say, and I'm a very fast typer. Plus, with that said, I also absolutely hate the iPhone keyboard, and I would rather use a BlackBerry if I have to text because tactile keyboards are better.
I don't like those, but again, I have giant I have giant fingers, so I don't really like BlackBerry
Well,
keyboards,
one
but that's
second.
just me.
Mm.
Let me show you something that I
Yeah,
have
that's
on
my
my
biggest
desk.
problem with. Oh yeah. So my issue with
So,
Hey,
the
there's
physical
look at
Tabbypears.
this
keys on like a
Face.
tactile keyboard
BlackBerry is they're so small I can barely press them.
versus annoying keyboard and another annoying keyboard. And where is it? The best of the annoying keyboards, but that's because it is a massive phone. And look at this. This is just a huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree. Physical keyboards are much easier to type on.
You know, I had
But
that
just
issue
because
too,
I do agree
but then
physical
I just
keyboards are
started using
easier to
it,
type
and it's
on,
like,
does
you
not
know
mean we need
where to
physical keys
press,
for things we
and
barely
you
even
have to,
touch,
like,
like,
because
I don't
these
know, what's
keyboards are
this?
actually slightly
F3,
Yeah.
raised,
F4, F5,
so
F6.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's like,
Etc. keys. Yeah.
it's
Alright.
easier to know
Alright.
where to, you know, press, especially after you've used it, because I actually wrote a whole video script when I was
They're
bored
so
on a
useless!
2007 BlackBerry.
Me too.
And he's geeking out again. I think he's...
Oh my, yeah. He was bragging about the big.
Oh yeah,
keys,
I hate...
Many
I
people said they
absolutely hate
prefer
the
the
double row
inverted
or the
T
full height
design,
function keys.
but
Touch bar or standard height. Either give us the touch bar, which I
I'm
really
not
don't
really
care,
too sure.
you know, if it's there or not. To
And if
me,
you need
it
to
doesn't
figure
really
out like
matter.
where the
Or give
center
us
of the
half-height
keys
keys.
are, there's
And
the up and
why
down
do we
keys are
have
still
half-height
half height.
keys where we could have full-height keys
So
on the
with
arrow keys? Because with the full-height
my
function
biggest
keys,
problem with
that
the
makes
half
it so the
height
other
left
keys
and
are
right
smaller.
keys,
But there's
my
room for
biggest problem
full-height
with the
function
left
keys, and yet
and
we
right
don't... Or,
arrow
no,
keys
arrow
is
keys, but we
because
don't
they're
have them.
half height.
Makes no
I
sense.
always miss them. I try to hit them all the time, and I always miss them.
Exactly.
Why? It's like, what is the point in preferring it? Like, just look down with your eyes to see where it is.
Yeah. Yeah, wasted opportunity.
Me too.
Yeah. Plus,
I'm usually looking
I
at the
don't
keyboard
look at the
when I'm
keyboard when
typing.
I'm typing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus,
As for me, yeah, I do not care
yeah,
because I'm
it's
not much
just,
of a
it's
gamer. I
what's the
mean,
point
duh,
in
I've
having it half
completely
height?
switched over to
There's
Mac,
room
so
to
like,
have
goodbye
full
Windows. I
height.
don't need you anymore except for
It's
work.
just, it's a waste.
Exactly. Alright. Well, now we are on to two pieces of tech news before we move on to the topic that you
Oh,
guys really
God.
want to discuss. And the first topic is that Grand Theft Auto 6 is probably
That
going
is
to
good
release
for
in
me. I know you guys
2024.
don't care, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with both of those. When you lock it down, it does mean
Me
whoever's
too.
in control of it can add whatever crap they want. But this finally means we don't have to worry about, okay, is this information
And so
actually
now
legit
here's
or is
another
there
tech
people just
article,
being
which is
stupid on the internet?
tech piece, which is that Wikipedia is now locking down articles, meaning that you can't edit them anymore, which I love and I hate because I hate it because it means that they can include political bias, but I love it because it means that Wikipedia can become a place of more reliable information.
Oh, jeez. Okay. That's why whenever I do any research, Wikipedia is completely eliminated from all of my potential
I mean,
sites to look at.
who's to say the Wikipedia editors
There's
aren't just
actually,
stupid?
Yeah, it's not great.
yeah, and did you know that there was actually a whole detailed Wikipedia article about this fake
What fake
war?
war?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a fake war.
They're political anyway.
Alright, so now here's the big topic. You guys are now free to argue about the thing that you guys have been
I am
feuding
going to
over for
record
quite some
this. I'm going
time.
to record this
The
on my own, and
iPhone
I'm going to
XS.
put this on my channel. I'm going to say this straight up. Here's the thing, though, because
Alright.
I'm going to say this straight up. The iPhone 11 Pro is better than the XS in every single way. And yes, the design of the XS may be better. But the thing is, people would rather have a better camera than a smaller camera. to an extent, of course, but the camera on the 11 Pro was miles ahead, and the 10s camera was never amazing. It was fine for its time, right? But the 11 Pro is better than it in every way. We got a longer battery, much better camera, better display. We got the matte textured back, which in my opinion, I don't like the feel and the look of it, but it does reduce visible scratching.
Well, I can't necessarily say
Thicker design,
buying a
which
brand new
means
product is
technically it
always
is
a
a bit more
guarantee,
durable.
like my
Plus,
AirPods, for example.
the iPhone XS is now 4
continue
years
on.
old almost. So why would somebody go out and buy a 4-year-old phone? Because it just makes no sense when the iPhone 13 and 13 minis are
That's a better way to put it.
pretty much the same price. Well, actually, no, I'm wrong about that, actually. I take that back. They are more expensive, but you can get something like a 12 brand new. And buying a new product is a guarantee. Buying a used product has no guarantee towards anything, but buying a new product is a guarantee because we have... Well, for the most part, in most scenarios, it's a guarantee. But, you know, you have the warranty if, you know, the charge port goes out, but there's been times when I've bought used stuff and I've went, you know, to use it for a very specific purpose. I had a 2012 MacBook Pro for data transfer, and the SD card slot just straight up went out. And that device was 100% useless to me after that, because, and I couldn't just take it anywhere, you know. It was useless unless I got a motherboard swap or learned microsoldering. But, you know, the same thing happens with the 10s, or any, you know, I don't advocate for the iPhone 10 and the 11 Pro, because, you know, it's used. And any of these old phones, they're going to have issues. But the 10s, every iPhone will have more issues, but the 10s is more prone to issues. And I understand that smaller batteries will degrade faster, but the iPhone 10s, those batteries, compared to even like an iPhone 7 or an iPhone 10, it will degrade faster. You know, and I've had iPhones, you know, I've saw iPhones where they've went from 100 to 90% in 6 months. I've also seen iPhones where they've taken 2 years to go to 99. And in my video, I showed a screenshot of Coconut Battery, where it had a device look like the battery percentage went up, like the battery health went up. That was, I should have clarified. When a battery is at 1% compared to 100%, the reading will be more inaccurate. So when it's at 1%, the battery will read, you know, for example, 100 milliamp hours. But when it's at 100, it will read, this is not logical, this is just an example, it'll read 101. Even if there's more cycles put on the battery, that's how it works. So getting an accurate battery health measuring is hard to get. But for the iPhone XS, users have reported the battery health going to around 80%, a lot faster than the iPhone X, and battery health is affected. And temperature can affect batteries a lot. But when, you know, I had the iPhone X, never dropped to 99, my original 10, not my 10 from, when was it, 2018? 2017, 2018. But my 10S Max dropped to 99% at 60 charge cycles in November of 2019. So it makes no sense why these batteries just degrade so quickly, but I think I have a theory. Since Apple had issues in 2019, early 2019,
so it's not a bad
were
theory.
getting
So
a
there
lot
are a
of
couple questions
money loss, revenue
that I'd
loss,
also like to ask.
they had to find
you
ways
mentioned the
to cut the iPhone XS price down.
You mentioned the baseband issue a lot.
From 2018
something that I really need to ask
relatively
this.
okay, but from
What part of the
2019,
phone is the baseband?
they just have
I need
quality
to ask this
issues,
right now,
and that's just kind of what I saw. So I feel
no,
like
I
they
don't know
probably
it. I legit do
made
not
the
know
10s
it. What is the baseband?
cheaper to manufacture in that time. It's alright. Is this like a trick question where you know it and you're just trying to see whether...
I wanted to say.
Oh, so
I want to say it's making me wonder if.
So the baseband
Intel's
is
responsible for that
actually
because
the service,
last I checked,
the cellular
in
service.
2018
It is
with the 10s and 10s
entirely
Max.
your cell service.
Last I
It
checked,
is the
in
antennas, the
2018
physical
with
on
the
the board,
10s,
the chip
10s
that
Max,
controls
10R and
everything,
such.
the SIM card,
They
everything
switched
like that.
exclusively
And if you
to
go
Intel
into
modems.
settings,
And
I guess some people call it a modem.
Yeah,
It's not
and
entirely
to my
true,
knowledge,
but
at
it can
least,
be
Intel modems are not as
it can be
reliable as the
translated to
Qualcomms.
modem.
So
But
that
it's
is
pretty
true.
much
I
your
will give you
network, your
that.
cellular connectivity,
I
for
won't
calls and
completely call it
texting.
Apple's. I won't call it Apple's fault completely because Qualcomm was basically trying to screw them. But then again, Apple has the
your voice
budget
cut
to
out there.
include them and such.
Yes, that is true. That is the issue. That is entirely true. That is entirely true. And I will say this. Yeah. And what I will also say is the 11 Pro, Apple pretty much forced Intel to make a better modem. And that is pretty much what happened. Apple forced Intel to make a better modem, and Apple reinforced that with higher quality materials inside the phone. But with the 10s, Apple didn't think there was going to be any issues, but turns out there was going to be a lot of issues. But Apple could have fixed this midway through the cycle, and they straight up didn't, which is what annoys me, because so many people were just screwed, completely out of luck there with the 10s. And the thing is though, I wanted to really like the 10s because the best year of my life was 2018. Mm-hmm. The iPhone XS was released in 2018. It's my favorite design. The iPhone X had such an amazing design, but every time I use one and I have issues, it's just like I can't just use one of these with issues.
Yeah, it's just the thing that
what really gets me.
I keep noticing
because the 11 Pro, which is what I consider
maybe
the
I'm
most
not
improved
entirely sure about this too
iPhone,
because I'm one to
it was
talk,
released in the worst year of my life, 2019.
This is from stuff
and
feel free to ask.
It's like that iPhone was just so much better. And I'll give it credit. I'm trying not to be biased at all because I would have been biased against the 11 Pro technically.
In brand new condition.
But it just sucks how the 10s was such
it was a sealed box.
Phone, but it was released in such a good year.
It was a sealed box from Walmart. Let me see.
Wait, I have a question before.
I have one question.
You said you got your 10s Max in 2020, right?
Yeah, feel free to send that. Yeah, I found the IMEI right here.
Where did you get it? Was it like new?
I will say that when I got this phone, it was on 12.0 for iOS.
Where do you get that thing? Oh, did you ever check like the IMEI or the manufacturer date? Because that could be a launch model. That could prove my theory a bit. Because I can give you a website to check the IMEI. Okay.
All right. Well, let me confirm real quick as well. All right, I got the website up.
Let me make sure this. Oh, yeah, that's.
Wait a minute. You updated it from 12.0 to iOS 13. Oh, you are in big trouble. I'm okay if you update it from any version of iOS 12, but you updated it from 12.0.
That actually seems like it's a launch model, which could prove my theory.
I really need a second monitor.
To see the actual manufacturer date, you would have to plug it into an app called Coconut Battery on the Mac.
What's this?
And it will show you when your battery is manufactured, and the phone actually too.
My phone
but that will show.
Wait, hold on, there it is.
And it might be possible that it was purchased and then.
Oh, here it is. Okay.
Like by Walmart, it might have been purchased and then you could have purchased it a second time.
Give me a sec. I'm not fast at typing.
But I'm not exactly sure.
Oops.
Yeah, Alpha, you
Really?
Oh, no,
well, I hope you don't have as many major issues with it as you've been having with all your other ones. Okay, let me see.
That's all right. Oh, I am actually buying a 10S Max, or not buying one, but getting a 10S Max from my friend Elias on Sunday. I just want one because I had one back in the day, and I just kind of want one just to have.
Yeah. It has an estimated purchase date, which was, yep, that's actually accurate.
Yeah, I will say this also.
Yeah.
I had a 10S Max with a dead display
it,
that I threw a display on in April, and it was good. Of course, it had no Face ID for whatever reason, but you know, it was nice. But it ended up having
I don't
not
see
any issues,
a
but I just ended up throwing it on the
manufacture
floor
date
because I got mad, which was my fault. What, June 2020?
Wow. Holy crap, I didn't know I actually got a launch model. That might explain why I've been having such a positive experience compared to you.
I got rid of my 10S Max on July 2nd, 2020.
AT&T.
When you just got yours, when I got my 11 Pro.
I prefer having the latest software though.
Oh well,
yeah, that's what I can say.
I don't value those
correct.
I don't value those older operating systems.
That's actually pretty cool. What carrier did you purchase it on?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, maybe just
AT&T.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Alpha.
I mean, iOS 12.
It from 12.0 though.
Yeah, I mean, iOS 12 was.
Well, I'm not selling this phone anyways because it's my favorite iPhone that was ever made, and
you could sell it for
not to mention
this has a lot of personal value that
I pay.
I mean,
I cannot get rid of it. So selling it doesn't even matter.
Forever.
Yeah, it's very sentimental.
Even
to me.
iPhone 5s on iOS 6.1.4
they'll be listed, but
like
nobody's actually going to buy them for
$500.
$500. That's what I've seen. You know, but the 10S.
Yeah. But still, though.
My Mac has more value, actually.
$1 million.
He's got a point.
And yeah, someday.
Actually, no. I'd sell my car first.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably sentimental to him. It's probably a sentimental phone to him.
No.
Yeah, because I mean, it's a phone. It's been everywhere.
My first iPhone ever with a SIM card and phone number was this iPhone XS Max.
What if everybody in your household lost their jobs?
And he would sell his MacBook first.
Wait, yeah, that was first iPhone. My first
in your house
phone with a SIM card was my Samsung Galaxy A50. That was my first phone with a SIM card.
And then his Apple Watch, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, his car, MacBook, Apple Watch, then probably whatever you had before that. I think it was like a 6S.
Actually, it wasn't as bad as you think it was. It wasn't that bad. But there was many software things about it that drove me nuts. Like, for example, and someone else caught it on video to put it way better.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why you wanted to switch from that. That thing.
You want to know how bad? You want to know how bad that the notification
garbage.
system is on setup? It goes so bad that the entire chime doesn't even finish playing. It's just notification after notification, and the entire chime doesn't finish playing. It's like do-da-dee, 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 do.
Yeah, I get that.
Yes. That's fine.
Android
just posted on his Twitter
tell me that iOS
Android
notification management sucks.
It's bad.
Have they actually tried it?
And then
where'd he go?
I've had that problem
and then you can't dismiss it. then you can't
And
get rid of
anyone
it.
who
Like,
hates
it'll stay
iOS
in the menu
notification
bar
management,
forever.
have you tried it? Have you actually legit tried it? And not only that.
And
not only
let me also say
iOS
this.
actually
I will just
notify
not get
you, it
notifications
will
for half
notify you
the
about
crap on Android.
important
Like, it'll just
things.
not
It
notify me.
doesn't
It'll
constantly
literally just sit
scream
there.
at
I'll
you,
miss
your
like 50
phone is
calls.
charging, your phone
I
is
hate
fast
Android
charging, your
notification. It's
phone
why
is
I will
slow
probably
charging.
never switch
You
back to
plugged
another
your
Android.
device into a computer.
And then people say it's so
It's
much better.
so... If I had a bleep button, I'd
iOS will
use it, but I
notify you.
don't, so I gotta say, it
I've
is
never
so
had my phone just not
flippin'
notify me, like
annoying.
my iPhone. But
Why?
S22.
Is it that bad?
My grandmother has had those issues, though.
To update. And to update. But what I will say... What I will say though, is
when it comes to
I
color
do have
science, I
issues with
prefer
iOS
Samsung's
connecting
color
to
science
computers,
over Apple's.
specifically
And
my
something
Mac
I've been
and
trying
my
with Final Cut
LXPS,
with the color grading
because
is I want to match
it
that
just
because
doesn't,
honestly, I
it
think
doesn't
Samsung's color science
transfer.
is better
Never has,
than
never will. I don't know
Apple's,
why.
primarily
I
because
tried
I love
Mac,
the
and
saturation. I
AirDrop is
love
just too
celebrating
slow.
color, and Samsung just
So,
does it.
my
They
main camera has to
celebrate
be
that
the Note
color
10
like
Plus now,
it'd be
because
the end of the world if they
my iPhone
didn't.
just
And
doesn't cut
Apple
it,
doesn't do that.
which sucks. Well, my main video camera, my main photo camera is always going to be the iPhone.
I've not really had those types of issues ever with Samsung pictures, but I was on an A50. I was on an A50 with a worse camera. But yeah, anywho, yeah, I guess
I
I
don't
got a launch
like
model
how
in 2020.
I don't like
Sealed.
to the
Did
degree
not know
Apple
that.
does that or Samsung does that, because it just makes everything look too bright. Like, grass would just look neon green in some photos. That was on an S10e. I was on an S10e though.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it either anymore because it's an old phone. I wouldn't recommend it either because it's an old.
Yeah, and I guess for what, yeah, I mean, for your usage, I'm glad the phone works for you. Congratulations on that. But what I will say is a lot more people have been having issues, and recommending the phone, I just don't think it's worth it. Not only because it's got issues, but also because it's an older phone. Even if you're probably used to the performance.
So wait, QuickTime
All right.
stop record. QuickTime stopped recording or something?
You want me to stop recording?
I just did.
All right, dog.
Oh, oops! I forgot to stop the audio recording. Oh well. Yeah. Yep. Oh really? Let me see. Oops. Oh yeah, it's because of studio quality. A sound. An input. Yeah, it's using my AirPod.
Okay. How do I sound now?
Alright, well, do you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
You're actually Alright,
I'm glad we can get past our differences with the iPhone XS, and if we were in person, I would handshake you, but we don't have in-person podcast. But
yeah,
it's been great. This is a great first episode of the new era, I guess we could say.
and I mean none of us know each other in real life, and will never, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess thank you all for tuning in to another episode of my podcast. We hope to see you back here next week. Again, there will be no guest as I haven't officially scheduled any yet, but just be noted that some guests of the season of the podcast will be Jordan Rills from the iPhone Fan, Ethan Guatemala from Apple Maniac YT, Garage from iOS Pro, and maybe Robert Smith from Apple Gecko.
I get Psych YT on.
I don't actually know him personally enough to get him on. Oh, and
I actually do know him. I can ask him about it if you'd like, but I do know
probably
him.
not because I don't know him personally.
One
Oh, and Emmett Rhyme from Tech of Emmett.
Oh, he's cool.
Yeah, he'll be. And Ayals from Meowtech said that he was interested in coming back, though he hasn't gotten back to me.
Guess I get to meet some more people now.
So he doesn't.
You'll get to meet the man with only you.
Guess I get to meet some more people now.
All of the goofy opinions on the iPhones you'd ever want.
Yeah, you'll get to meet the man himself.
And one of my good in real life friends too.
Yeah. Well, sorry, Ayalis, if I offended you in any way, or I should say.
One thing. His name is actually pronounced Elias, not Ayalis.
Again, sorry for mispronouncing the name, Elias. I keep pronouncing it Ayalis because.
It kind of reminds me when everyone tries to spell my legal name. Nobody ever gets it right.
It's just like it kind of
What is
reminds
your
me when
legal
everyone
name?
tries to spell my legal name. Nobody ever gets it right.
Yeah. I'm
not saying
is
that
actually
on
not my
the
legal name
podcast.
either.
Come on.
But
Of course, Tabby is not my name.
yeah, I think his first name starts with a P and it might be. I'll text him.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys
Nope.
have
I thought you were gonna say Peter. That's not my name.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have a clue of who I could possibly be.
I don't know. It's gonna be pretty hard for you guys to guess.
All right. Well, I guess we should actually say goodbye now.
Yeah.
Yeah, without guessing each other's locations and identities and such.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
goodbye,
Yeah, no more
everybody.
guessing each other's.
See you whenever
locations
we
and
get another
identities and
podcast
such.
out.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Bye.
This one is. All right. Are we?
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a pain to schedule.